this is Chris back again with another video. Today I would like to talk about the new Mavics that just came out. And I have a Mavic, and I'm really curious about the next upgrade. I also have a Parrot Bebop. I have the Parrot Bebop 1 and Parrot Bebop 2. You can check out my videos with these drones. They're awesome. And I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the Bebop series, but I'm still very curious about the new Parrot that just came out. DJI is coming out with two different drones here. The Mavic 2 looks like exactly like this one to me, except that there's extra sensors on the sides. It zooms, so that's cool. And there's probably some other software upgrades that the Mavic Pro won't have, such as live streaming at 1080p. Like I said, it probably has some extra obstacle avoidance features. It probably has silent mode like the new Mavic Pro Platinum that came out maybe a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. What else? Battery life is probably better. We don't know this because they haven't come out with it yet. Now, the Mavic Pro 2, that looks like it has a huge sensor on it. In fact, it's probably this sensor. Sorry, I can't pronounce that name. But anyway, the quality, the 4K quality is probably much, much better. But we can only speculate at this moment. So, price point. You know, when I bought this, I got a deal and it was $9.99 for the full package. So I got multiple batteries, etc., case. So they probably will have something similar for the Mavic 2 Zoom, right? It's probably going to be around $9.99, and the Mavic Pro will go down in price. This is just what I think. The Mavic 2 Pro, on the other hand, is probably going to be at least $1,500. I think it's going to be like that. Now, these are great drones. But now I'm going to look at the Parrot Anafi. The Parrot Anafi shoots in 4K. So, it's foldable, just like the Mavics. Okay? It has a 25-minute flight time. So that's pretty good. It's not 30, but 25 is pretty solid. What really gets me is that it zooms, shoots in 4K, and you can look up. It has a 180-degree tilt on its gimbal. So that's what is really cool and is a game changer. It's also at $6.99. When I bought my drone, it was $9.99, but I got the package deal. I got the, you know, the little satchel, the batteries, charging kit, and etc., etc. But that was pretty pricey. When I got my other Bebops, they're around this price, but I also got a bunch of batteries, a bunch of accessories, and they were pretty easy to fix. This looks a bit more complicated, but I really like the engineering. And there's a few vloggers that I watch that have this drone, and it's just spectacular. And I'll put links in the description for them because I think they should really get the credit. So I'm really stuck. I don't know whether to invest in the Anafi drone or maybe the Mavic 2 Zoom or the Mavic 2 Pro. So this is the first photo that was leaked, at least the one that I saw. And right here you can see that it looks like you can take the camera off and then maybe put it on a tripod or something, because here's a camera. It looks like the same thing. So that's very interesting. But then this is the other photo that was leaked that looks like it's from a catalog. And I don't know where the source is or where it came from, but from what I've heard, it was from the UK, but again, you got to double check everything that you read on the internet. or listen to on the internet. So this one looks like almost exactly the same as the Mavic Pro, except I've been told that it has extra sensors on the side. Okay, so maybe that's cool, but is that an extra sensor on top? That would be very cool if it was on top, because I crashed a drone because of RTH, and it was going to the height that I set it at, but there was a bunch of overhanging trees and it crashed, boom, right into a lake, or not a lake, but a small creek. But if I had that obstacle avoidance, that would be pretty cool. Anyway, now going to this over here. This is the Mavic 2 Pro, and obviously it has a bigger sensor, but is it removable? We don't know. We will see. They say that it's going to have, you know, a 1-inch sensor here. It says it right here, but is this credible? We don't know. But it's really exciting that these two drones are coming out. They're probably going to have longer flight times, extra silent modes, maybe a zoom function on both, or maybe just one. What else? Extra obstacle avoidance, longer battery life, etc., etc. Now, so this is a video I did a while back where I compared the Parrot Bebop 2 with the DJI Mavic Pro and the Phantom 4. And this is where I had all the settings set just right for the Bebop 2. Now that's not always the case. Sometimes I had overheating issues because it was too hot outside and it would just go haywire and the video quality just was horrible. Other times I've flown it where it was too cold outside and the camera quality went down as well. Now the Parrot Bebop 2 is advertised that it can fly in all weather conditions. Go check one of the videos it has on that Parrot has on its YouTube channel. You'll see it, that it's like near icebergs or whatever, and it's flying in those conditions, and the picture quality is awesome. Now, the Parrot Anafi drone can shoot in 4K. Right now, this is 1080p, and it looks pretty solid, you know, I have to say. Now, another issue that I'm wondering about is that the Parrot Anafi drone is still using Wi-Fi. You connect to it with the controller via Wi-Fi. Now, the furthest I've ever gone with the Parrot Bebop 2 was about 1 kilometer, which is, you know, 1,000 meters or so. And that's great, but it's advertised that it can go 2 kilometers. And that depends on what country you're in. Some FCC regulations are different depending on the country. And so sometimes the furthest I can go is only 500 meters because there's just so much Wi-Fi interference. Now, with the DJI Mavic Pro, I've gone as far as 5,000 meters. See that island over there? I've gone way past that, and you know, because there's a few other islands on the other side, and it had no problem whatsoever with that. Now, you shouldn't be doing that, I know, but sometimes you want to push you know, your drone to the fullest, and it's nice knowing that you can do that. Now, the other cool thing that I like about the Parrot Bebop 2 is that I can look at the sky much easier than I can with the DJI Mavic Pro or the Phantom 4 or the Spark. I just cannot look up as well. So I think I am at the spot where I look up. Maybe not. Let me skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, here it is. I'm about to look up at the sky, and
I just cannot do that with my other drones. And with the Parrot Anafi, I can look up even further than this. So this is kind of cool. I like this. I like how I can look up in the sky, and I can't do that with the Mavic Pro. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or whatever, but I'm trying to look up and it's not doing it. So here I'm flying the DJI Mavic Pro, and this is a perfect example where I want to look up more. I'm actually trying to look up more, and that's not cool, you know. I mean, I enjoyed flying around this area where I was camping with my family, and you know, I did have some interference issues at first, but then somehow it overcame them. But anyway, that's beside the point. Now here, I would like to zoom. That would be really cool feature to be able to zoom. So the Mavic 2 zooms, and the Parrot Anafi drone zooms. So that's really cool. But here, I would like to look up at the mountain. And with the Parrot Bebop 2, I can look up a lot more than this. So anyway, it's just something to think about before buying these drones. So now let's look at the Phantom 4. And the reason why I'm bringing up the Phantom 4 is that it has a bigger lens, and it just seems like it's a bit better than the Mavic Pro, just in my opinion. I've heard other opinions where the Mavic Pro is better. But looking at the Mavic 2 Pro that's coming out, possibly, it has a bigger sensor and a bigger camera on there, and I just think, you know, you see more. You probably don't need to touch to zoom like you know, like a cell phone needs to. So maybe this is something that I'm looking for. But will it zoom? Will I be able to have the same angles as the Anafi drone? Well, with the Anafi drone, I can't go as far. There's going to be more Wi-Fi interference, and I'm going to have probably you know, more flyability with these drones than I would with the Anafi drone. So these are all the things that I'm considering before investing in any of these drones. If I had the money, I would buy all of them, but I don't have the money. I'll probably have enough to buy one or the other, not all three. So that's what I'm thinking about. Hopefully this helps a few of you out there to maybe wait a little bit, or maybe you already got your decision and you know what you're gonna do. So without further ado, thanks for watching, and more videos to come.